George, will you join me as I talk about one of our forgotten patriots of color? Yes, I will.
This is a District of Columbia Sons of the American Revolution production in collaboration with author Mifflin Lowe and sponsored by Bushel and Peck, publisher of Forgotten Founders, an American 250 project, Forgotten Patriots of Color during the Revolutionary War period, who they were and their contributions to America's independence. Phillis arrived in the Boston harbor during 1761 as a frail, nearly naked child. She was sold to a Boston merchant, John Wheatley, whose wife Susanna had been looking for a servant. Susanna named her after the ship that transported her to Boston. Susanna later recognized that Phillis had an excellent mind. She was taught to read and write. By the age of 12, Phillis could read and write not only English but Greek and Latin as well. In the South, it was illegal to teach a black person to read or write, but not in the North, even though it was rarely done. The Bible was one of her learning sources. When she was 14, she wrote her first poem. In 1773, her first book of poems was published in London. She later wrote about politics and slavery, perhaps hoping that the Revolutionary War would bring about freedom to all slaves in America. Phillis is recognized as the mother of African American literature. This is just one of the more than 5,000 patriots of color who served in a variety of capacities during the Revolutionary War era. There are many stories and records of their heroic contributions. Most gave service holding the promise and belief that they would secure their freedom from slavery. Unfortunately, these alleged truths were mostly not held. Stay tuned for the story of the Nakes, forgotten patriot of color during the Revolutionary War period.